Sunderland drew a blank against Swansea last week, despite having 20-odd shots on goal. This weekend, they welcome Wayne Rooney's Birmingham to the Stadium of Light. Let's preview the game. Good evening, Jack. How are you?
I'm good, mate. Yourself?
I'm good, thank you. And good evening, Adam. We'll come to you in a second to talk all things Brum. Jack, last weekend, does it not just highlight the fact that Sunderland need, in January, an out-and-out goal scorer?
Yeah, it probably does, to be honest. I mean, goals, it's weird to say because, like, you look, I think we're fourth or fifth highest scorers in the division, but I mean, you've got like 5 of them goals coming against Southampton, and then like 3 of them against Norwich, like, and they're just sort of, they're not spread out enough, and we've drew blank way too many times this season. Yeah, to be fair, I like the look of Nazari Rusin, the Ukrainian lad. I think he's probably our best one. Had a good chance on Saturday, just slipped at the final moment. So I think we've got the players there and they'll come in, but yeah, we just need someone who's going to consistently put the ball in the net and does it for a living.
Is this correct statistic that I read that none of your strikers have scored yet?
That's absolutely right. Yeah, we haven't had a goal from a striker since, I believe it was April when we played Huddersfield at home, and that was Joe Geller, and even he's at a push of striker. You know what I mean? So yeah, not one this season.
Let's talk about then the Swansea game. Strange old game. View of the referee's performance.
I mean, I know the Swansea fan would not be particularly happy. I think he just lost control of the game totally. I think the penalty was the correct decision, definitely a penalty. I do think Patino deserved to be sent off himself. I think they're 2 yellow card challenges. But yeah, there was just daft stuff like rubbish fouls that just went, and then Luke O'Neill could probably have been sent off, to be honest, with the amount of fouls he was committing. So Swansea had every right to be annoyed at him, and I think we got away with one, to be honest.
And just a word on Patterson's save. I mean, he owes you nothing, does he?
Oh, he's just brilliant goalkeeper. I think since he's been a Sunderland player, he's faced 9 penalties and only 5 of them have gone in. And you look at the amount of the penalty ratio of usual penalties scored, it's about 70-80%, and less than 60% of the ones he's faced have gone in. So yeah, he's a really good presence, really good goalkeeper, and he's just adding to that with saves like that.
We don't like getting our managers' backs on this channel, as you well know, but is Mowbray's Mowbray's substitutions in that game, are they questionable? Because from what I saw and what I've read is that Job was one of the best players and yet got substituted, and Dak came on. Was that a questionable substitution in your eyes?
To be fair, the Joe one I sort of understood because he is only 18 years old. We've got to remember that, and he's played a lot of minutes for us this season, so you don't want him to burn out. Bringing Dak on is the bit I don't really understand because he just doesn't look there at all. He doesn't look up to scratch. He doesn't look in particularly good shape. I mean, you've got Awashish on the bench who's came on numerous times, and performed well, and he's just sat on the bench. The one that really got me was bringing Rusin off, who had a really good game after about an hour, and then bringing Hamir on, who's shown us enough times that he's just not there yet. He's just not good enough. It's simple as that. I know you've got to give these lads minutes to improve them, but yeah, some of them you just question.
So you're going to head to the Birmingham game now without your 2 centre-backs. Both Ballard and Onina are not available. We'll come and get your view on that in a second and see if Birmingham can take advantage. Let's go and get a quick word from Adam. Adam, we've spoken already about, in another video, which I'll put the links down below, about Rooney's impact. How do you see this game going against Sunderland? And first of all, what are your views on Sunderland as a team?
They look good, but I think they've invested in a lot of young players, haven't they? Well, they've took one off us in Joe Bellingham. So I've seen 1 or 2 of their games. They've got a young lad up front that I thought he looked quite good as well, and obviously the wingers are very good. So they're a decent team this season, that's for sure. It's just whether they run out of steam being such a young squad come the end of the season. It'll be definitely a tough game to go, but if Rooney sets us up as he did against Ipswich, and we keep up that high press, then hopefully we can catch them and surprise them.
Yeah, I mean, just a word on the Ipswich game then. So you 2-0 up, 70 minutes playing well, and is ran out of steam yourselves, would you say?
Yeah, massively, massively. And subs off the bench just aren't good enough, like I keep saying. So yeah, we let them back into that game that we really didn't need to. That game should have been ran out at 2-0.
Okay. Back to you then, Jack. What's going to happen at the back then this weekend for Sunderland? How's he going to fix this problem?
I believe Mulberry has said in his press conference that Jensen Sealt is going to make his first start at centre back. I mean, we've got Nectar Triantis, the young Aussie lad who's been playing a lot of the under-21s, but I don't think he'll start. I think you could see him come on, but I think what we could see is Second put back into left back, Huggins in right back, and try Hume as a second makeshift centre half. He did a lot of that last season because of just purely injuries at the back, and he did a decent job. So I think I could see him and Sealt next to each other, which is very inexperienced centre half pairing, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay, let's get some predictions then. A vulnerable back line, Sunderland against a resurgent Birmingham. How's it going to go? Jack, you'll be there. Give us a score prediction.
Do you know what? I'm worried. I am. I just feel like I think I had a Birmingham fan. I'm not sure if this is right, Adam, but Rooney's played a different style in every single game he's had, and then it was only the Ipswich one that really worked. So us playing against something that we don't really know what to expect, it'd be so Sunderland to go give Rooney his first win. It just would. I honestly, I don't come out and say this often, but I think we're going to get beat on Saturday. I really do. We're not very good at home typically anyway. And it just tends to be these games where you don't know what to expect. I mean, we've got injuries galore. And yeah, I think we're going to get beat 2-1. I'll be honest with you.
Thanks, Jack. I'd agree with you. My predictions earlier. Adam, which way is it going to go?
I think I'm going 1-1. I think it'll be 1-1. I think we'll score early on. I think again we'll run out of steam and probably concede late on again. So I think I'll go 1-1, and the media will be all over Rooney again. Yeah. Just out of interest, what do you think of Bellingham, Jack?
I think he's top player. Top player. I'm not going to be honest with you. I see a lot of your fans saying that he's just, maybe it was just anger that he's left to a rival team, but just weren't very highly rated of him. But yeah, for his age, man, he's absolutely amazing.
Something to do. I think it was something to do with minutes. We couldn't guarantee him minutes, and his dad said, "No, I'm not happy with that." And so we got him out the door. But yeah, obviously, I watched Jude come through at 16. So I watched him come on, Job, and there was the difference was massive. I was like, oh, he didn't look like he got it as much. So I could see why we weren't playing him, but I know he's gone up there to you, and he's doing well in it. So fair play.
I think if he's half the player his brother is, then he's done quite well for himself.
Yeah, hopefully we've got a sell on as well. Get some money fat for him.
Right, fellas. Interesting game ahead. Enjoy it, both of you. Cheers for joining us again. We'll have we'll catch you in a couple of weeks' time. Cheers, Jack. Cheers, Adam.
Cheers, Mark.
Cheers, mate. See you later. Cheers, Mark. Bye-bye.